Welcome back to Easy Spirit 101. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, wonderful holiday week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Let's get into a Divine Collective reading and see what does Divine Collective need to know at this time. For some of you, something that you're working on will pay off. Confirmation with a Chariot, but why do we have the Ten of Swords though? Something that you're working on will pay off. Interesting. Something going on with someone's like home, foundation. Interesting. Why do I feel like someone here might be worried or concerned that someone's going to get away with something they're doing? Yeah, it's like you've been very resilient. You've been having to be on the defense quite a bit. I really feel like there's been a lot of setbacks, and sometimes maybe really with this Seven of Swords here, that certain situations or certain individuals have really been like dishonest or unfair, and it's really slowed down some sort of progression that you wished for or hoped to see. Interesting. With the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. Something here is like a defeat. Trying to be a defeat. But what came through initially was something that you're working towards is actually going to see, is going to become a solid foundation, or it's going to turn out in like a good way here. But why is this Ten of Swords here? Yeah, it's like a change of fate. This isn't even like a maybe. This is like certain individuals have really gotten away, and maybe you know this and you're aware of this. Someone here may even be exhausted by this at this point. Just certain situations, or how even maybe with a particular person with the Seven of Swords and the Hierophant in reverse. This really is like things have created a lot of challenges for someone here, and the reason why something you're working towards is going to pay off or pan out in some ways is because some sort of shift in fate. Confirmation over here, it's like someone here is exhausted and depleted from all the fighting, and really it's like battling people taking an advantage of you, of situations, maybe even of your finances for some of you. And then here you are over here, like this is really saying be expecting your ships coming in. Expect 418 on the clock and the star here with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Be expecting someone here. This is really coming through like you're tired, you're exhausted. You may even feel like this is rock bottom. I fought so many battles and they really just didn't go anywhere. Confirmation with the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. Interesting. Something's about to shift for someone, and it could even be people coming along to help you, or unexpected help here with the Two of Cups to the Fool to the Magician. And this really is here, Spirit, saying like, you know, you don't need to like rub your eyes and take a second look. These things, unfortunately, it's part of free will in this life, is that this really does happen. And for someone here, you've been through a lot of it. The Seven of Swords and the Hierophant in reverse. Too many people maybe, it's really coming along like trying to take advantage of your position, of your struggle, of anything here. But I also feel like whoever you are, you may have learned some sort of lesson of like who to take these issues to. They could have been part of someone's lesson here, is for you to learn that this can happen over and over again. And like in some cases, you feel defeated. What are you going to do about it? And you have no choice but to turn in prayer and ask for divine assistance. Some of you, maybe this is why you went through this, is so you would learn. But because you learned, you will be getting like some sort of change in fortune here. So change in fate. It is a change in fortune for some of you, but a change in fate. You know, turning to God and requesting assistance in that capacity. Yeah, you know, I hate to go in this direction, but for some of you who resonate with that type of information in the Divine Collective, the general readings, is that, you know, things overall in a society have taken a major shift, have taken a major turn, really kind of like divine judgment being called over specific situations, but also everyone. Kind of along with some of the readings that came through earlier with general messages about those of you who have been in the good, been on the upright, and deserve to be in some sort of spotlight, some sort of shining position. The change in fortune, the change in fate, snakes are going to start seeing as they're snaky. It's not even going to be hidden so much anymore. It's going to be made more obvious. That's part of this, like there's like an intensity in the shift. It's really giving me like something about taking advantage of people in their time of struggle, in their positions. Yeah, some of you may not see it coming that something is going to change in the very near future. For instance, if there's a current situation you have going on right now where it feels unfair, it feels like someone's taking advantage of, getting away with certain things, and really this energy here is like kind of giving me greed, unfortunately. Greedy individuals taking advantage of other people during their struggle, during adverse circumstances, like, well, it's your fault that you're there, so you deserve it, you know, that kind of thing. But what some of you don't see coming is that this is about to come to an end, even if it's not coming to an end in maybe a current specific thing that you're dealing with. It is going to be coming to an end in a near future. Really kind of getting like tables turned. The tables are turning kind of energy. Interesting. There's very harsh energy coming through with this, all these, the swords, the knights, the battle energy here. Someone feels like you're coming at them and you're just a page and they're a king. And someone is like fighting you on that capacity, but really for some of you specifically, it could be like someone here who's, for instance, maybe hiding behind a legal representative. Like, what are you going to do if I steal from you? What are you going to say about it? What are you going to do about it? You're just a page. You're just a page. You're in struggle. For some of you, maybe even in poverty. What are you going to do about it? It's interesting because the Eight of Pentacles is here in reverse, but the Ten of Pentacles is in the upright. You know, I'm really getting this kind of energy that's coming through. Confirmation again. Someone's the table, like whatever's been kind of, you know, honestly, like screwed over energy. In whatever way you've been screwed over in the past, it's coming to an end. With the Seven of Pentacles, someone's like ships are finally here. Six of Pentacles to the Sun. This is going to be major changes. Things are going to start unexpectedly going. Someone really, you're not going to expect this because you've been in some sort of battle. And when it comes to, for some of you, there's like a certain thing that highlights this energy in this particular challenge, or in this, like, you know, it's really giving me like a range of time where you dealt with an energy like this. So you would learn, you know, what can I do when I feel powerless, when I feel like all these things are coming at me and somebody's getting away with something, you know. Was really to turn to a higher power, turn to prayer, or turn into your peace, for whoever that's for. Whatever it takes to get through it. For some of you, like, time was on your side. You just gave it a little time and you learned that it would resolve itself. That kind of thing. That's part of why someone would do this challenge. But for some of you, there's a specific person or instance or situation highlighted in this struggle here that this person or this situation will come to mind first. And that's where that tables are turned energy is coming from, is what I'm picking up. Kind of like you're going up while someone else is like going down, especially with this Eight of Cups in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse. Somebody's real upset that the tables have been turned. This is giving me, it's like really contradictory energy here with the Star in the upright, the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. There's one Queen out here, a Queen of Wands in the upright, and then all is this like fighting. This King energy is really coming off of like a specific group or specific person, specific situation, with all this harsh words, harsh communication, hiding behind something to get away, to be like, that's my excuse to get away with something here, to cause major endings. We have the Death out here and the Ten of Swords, to cause major endings for you, because I can, because you must deserve it. There's something about someone like playing against your circumstances, but now the tables have turned. That could be part of what the Tower is, because Tower energy has been coming out quite a bit. The Tower for someone here is that, like, someone finally sees that the tables have turned and they can't get away with doing whatever. Confirmation money theft, taking advantage of you in a struggle. They can't do that anymore. Spiritual warrior for some of you, not for everybody. That's going to be really specific because it takes a certain kind of person on a divine journey or on a spiritual journey to be able to handle this that's coming through, this particular energy that's coming through. And that is, ooh, confirmation, excuse me, just a sec. So that's specific for someone. For someone here, God really allowed this to happen to you because you're a spiritual warrior, because you could get through it. Like either you agreed to this before you went into this contract with this particular person or this particular situation. Honestly, this king energy that keeps coming out, and it's mixed in with like knights and pages. Like this person embodies all of this to really this is part of how they maintain the Seven of Swords energy in the reverse and this Hierophant energy in the reverse. They are a little bit of everything. They're capable of a little bit of everything. They have a different face for every person they talk to. They have a different tone for every person they talk to. For some of you, you either agreed to it before you went into contract with this person or situation, or for some of you, God allowed it because he knew you could handle it, and it was only gonna resolve something about, you know, teaching lessons within the situation, honestly, to you and to the other person or people involved. Confirmation. God sees everything you do. There's a lot of people out there knocking on their Bible saying that's not real, that doesn't happen. God has many helpers that can commingle. I'll leave it at that. I think about the story of Daniel often, and it's funny because in that story it says, I just looked this up yesterday, I think it's 622. I believe it's Daniel 622. I think, which is funny because often 222 can be a number of really like the divine having a hand in your situation and or team working with you about your situation or through your situation. But it says that God sent his angel. God sent his angel to close the mouths of those lions. So again, helpers. The helpers can commingle, whether you see them or not. But incidentally, saying that that's not really true really suggests something maybe about your own level of faith. That's and why it's important to be discerning, because sometimes you have someone who's not even strong in their faith really trying to like throw the Bible at you, or you know, something like that. It's kind of a whole package. This, I really feel like for some of you, this energy, this cycle you went through, maybe where you struggled quite a bit and the devil just threw everything at you in your struggle, every possible challenge, every little criminal that likes to sneak around and think they can get away with things. All these things may have been thrown at you through this struggle to get you to move on from a cycle of how you responded to that struggle, or how you responded to a certain amount of fear, responded to, you know, maybe someone stole from you over and over again and then you ended up feeling like you were in poverty. It's something about how you responded to what you went through. And I feel like someone here may have overcome that. Someone here could have the Chinese zodiac sign of the tiger. Interesting. Past life energy. I don't know what this is, but connected to this change in fate, change in fortune, I really feel like a certain someone in this situation connected to this Seven of Swords Hierophant in reverse is being called out in a sense. Maybe for You know, this could even be someone who's in that comes out as a hanged man position. They have not learned the lesson they were meant to learn, especially when it comes to a past life circumstance with someone here, that they wanted something easy without doing the work. Someone here wanted something easy without doing the work. Interesting. Somebody, definitely a karmic female, definitely dangled something in someone's face. This is all becoming someone could be having an aha moment at this point. Something's very much a tower moment when it comes to the energy coming out in this reading. Six of Swords here. So someone's moving. Yeah, someone's finally healing. Someone may have realized that someone in this situation is actually a hidden enemy, that they are a karmic to them, and that is part of how they fell into some sort of trap. They fell into this situation here. And this is creating healing as someone has these realizations. It's creating healing and movement away from a past life cycle. Also, death energy. That's funny because here we have this money theft again, whether it's this tiger or whether it's someone connected to this tiger. We have a lot of, there's a hint at some like death energy here. So you connect the dots. Somewhere beneath the surface, there's some sort of money theft or attempted money theft connected to possibly death plus Ten of Swords can really represent either a major ending and for some individuals a permanent ending. Again, somebody wanted something easy. Somebody wanted some sort of easy street without like having to do anything, without having to really, the work coming through here is about the healing. It's about healing and understanding the deeper things at play in this past life situation, for everyone involved. Confirmation, recognition, recognizing and waking up to the truth of what was happening, the truth of some sort of situation here, and doing the work to heal and move on from it. And also for something. Someone in this situation was supposed to heal so they could achieve something or do something or receive something. Interesting. So this could be Divine Collective's energy. And again, this is connected to this Wheel of Fortune. Something's about to pay off with whatever you've been building here. For some of you, something to do with either counseling specifically or healing. I mean, healing is really important here. For someone, again, in this situation, it's specific about someone was meant to heal from the players in this whatever this is. Someone was meant to heal, and there's something here about doing the work and moving on from a past life cycle, a past life situation. I just saw 55 on the clock. That would definitely be a confirmation. What else does Divine Collective need to know about this reading? Perseverance, confirmation. Keep going. Whatever it is that you've been working on, whatever it is you've been building is going to pay off. For some of you, maybe even as you heal and move on, the more you move on from some sort of past life situation, the more you take this seat in the upright with the Ten of Pentacles upright and the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Something going on with someone's love life, love situation. For some of you, difficult situations will be resolved by a good decision. And again, there's further confirmation that something in the mix of this has to do with like a partner or someone dangling something in front of someone's face. Keep following the signs. And then any doubt and confusions you're experiencing in this situation, this is further confirmation of perseverance. Keep going. Whoever actually resonates with this particular reading, please just keep moving. Love. Something definitely has to do with someone's like love, some sort of love or romance situation, especially because as I was shuffling this deck here, and again, as I was shuffling it, I saw the sex card, and this card could also represent more of that. So that came out around the energy of someone dangling something in front of someone's face. Someone made something look very appealing, made something look like it was the right way to go. Yeah, some of you even like tricked someone. Someone in this situation feels like tricked out of their spot. But whoever this was, or somewhere in this, karmic female popped up. So there's a karmic female involved. Meanwhile, someone in divine collective, I definitely feel like third-party energy coming through in this reading. Like there's divine collective's energy. There's someone else in there. We had a Queen of Wands that came out initially. And then we had all this Page, Knight, King energy that seems kind of rolled into one, or it could even be a whole group. But this group, if it's a group, they're connected. But here over there in this energy, with this imbalanced energy, and whoever is being called out for the way they handled some sort of past life healing, past life situation, is coming out as the Hanged Man, which is also connected to all of these kings and pages and knights that came out. It's someone who's really all over the place. And as I say that, this is a card of being all over the place, really. So that's kind of what's coming through here. I'm not real sure. I don't really like to leave a reading like this, other than the major point is that there's tables are turning in this. If you're still in the middle of this situation, if something doesn't seem clear yet, you're being asked to keep going and maybe even help make sense of something that's occurring. Confirmation, something new, some sort of new opening is coming towards you. And again, this is for someone involved in this. I feel connected to whoever here needs to heal something when it comes to their love life, when it comes to relationships. Attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner. So someone here with the karmic female, someone here may have picked a karmic partner, and maybe now they're trying to heal. They're understanding that this could have been a past life situation, past life circumstance. Maybe that's how they got involved. Like someone here is like, how did I do this again? How did I fall for this again? Something on the other side, like hindsight's 2020, embracing all aspects of yourself. This is like pointing at whoever in this situation is needing to do some sort of healing in this situation. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. I hope you guys got confirmation, clarity, or you just enjoyed the reading. I will see you again next time.